Hey guys, I'm out here on Rocky Gorge Reservoir today. I want to just kind of sneak out and do a little fun fishing. My tournament season is finally wrapped up for the year, so I don't get to do a lot of fun fishing during the season. I'm mostly practicing for tournaments, but this is one of the places I don't get to fish too often, and there are some big fish this time of year to be found. It's very difficult. I got a lot going against me today. As you can see, it's windy, gust up to 27, 15 mile per hour winds. They have drained the reservoir a lot. As you can see here, up there is where we normally launch from. Here it is down. I mean, that's usually the water line, water level all up there. So it is down a lot, but there's two things I want to do today. And the first thing is just try and get out and get one or two fish, and I'm looking for more of the quality fish, the bigger fish. That, like I said, I think they're going to be staging, feeding up for this winter time. Temperatures have dropped recently, so that's my first goal. But my second goal really is to get out here and mark some spots that I don't really know. Again, I only fish here a handful of times, mostly for practicing for my tournaments that here in May, June time frame. So what I want to do is show you guys right here. As you can see down this shoreline right here, it is a lot of like exposed structure, and my hopes are to go on my graph here, get on here and mark some waypoints and come back next year and fish them. A lot of these spots are great spots for pre-spawn fish, and that's usually the time frame that we're fishing here. So hopefully we can get some, and if not, I'm still going to put the video out and just show you kind of some of the spots that I'm marking. So let's get at it. All right guys, so I don't know how good the quality of sound's going to be. It's very windy out here, but here's one of the things that I was telling you I was going to be looking for today. Obviously today is not going to be a great day to catch fish. It's going to be very difficult, and I don't know if I'm going to get one, but if I could take anything away from today, it's going to be finding things I haven't seen before. And here is a perfect example of one of those things I was telling you about. If you look right over here, you'll see this tree. Now, in the summertime, when we fish our tournaments here, this looks like a normal tree laydown. But if you can look down at the below here, right there, you will see a big stump at the end. And that's the little things that you just don't see here. And if you watch my other video with my buddy Chris, that when I catch a Maryland citation, that is the exact same setup that we found further up the reservoir. So little things like that will go a long way in a place that you don't know. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and just hit my waypoint. I'm going to go ahead and we'll mark it as a rock, and I'll come back to that next year, give it a few casts, see if anything's sitting on that stump at the end of that tree. So if you can't catch fish, you might as well learn the fishery. So let's see, hopefully we can get one. All right, so I got a little bit closer to the spot. The wind's blowing me very fast off here, and it's kind of hard to stay still. But what I wanted to show you kind of a little bit closer up of what this looks like. Right here, you got a bunch of stems and branches that are just great places for fish to hide. Just off to the left is a nice stump. And if you notice right here, we're in 4 foot of water. But that's a quick 4 foot. I'm right off the bank here, and that just goes straight down. So that to me looks like a great spot in the summertime where I want to come and flip a jig or just throw some soft plastics in there. So that's what I think I'm going to do next year. So here's another one of these points that I wanted to show you with the water being down. Now, this isn't no secret to anybody who fishes this spot, but it is a great spot that with the water down, you can see where these fish will be post and pre-spawn. I think this is a great staging area for these fish if they're getting ready to spawn, and if they're done, they'll come back out. There's a lot of stumps on this point, as you can see. A lot of people, a lot of locals, they beat this up pretty good, so it's kind of tough. Like I said, it's nothing new, but if this was something that nobody knew about or didn't realize that, you know, was there, it'd be a great spot with this water down. I mean, normally the water from where I was last year, the water level is up around those trees, just off of them. So as you can see, there's a lot of exposed fishing places that I think it's important to mark on your GPS. So since we aren't catching fish, at least we can do stuff like this and scout the water out for next year's tournaments. So it is not a productive day at all. I have no fish. I don't even have a bite, and the wind is picking up. It's worse than it was this morning. There's actually whitecaps out on the main reservoir, so I can't really fish the way I want to fish and where I know these fish are. I've been marking a lot of fish on these points, something like this out here, quite a bit on the points, but I just can't sit still. I can't anchor. One of the problems that I'm running into is, and I didn't think about this, was with the water being down right offshore in most of my spots, it's already dropping off to 15, 18 feet. I don't have that much on my anchor line. I think I only got about 12, 13 feet. So that's been an issue. Not being able to anchor up and fish where I'm marking fish has really been pretty bad for me today. So I'll probably be wrapping up. I'm gonna fish on my way back. If I get anything, I'll turn the camera back on. But you know, at least we've been able to come out and scout some areas out and figure out what we will do in the spring, summertime. Kind of have some waypoints on my GPS now. So we'll take this non-productive day, made it somewhat productive, and I'll see you in the next video.